All right, hey everybody, welcome to Game Trade Media. I'm Rick. This is Kurt. We're your hosts here for another episode of Painting Happy Little Minis. So, yeah, we're here. Technically, we're at Epsilon Station.
It's true.
Because we're painting Starfinder
minis. It's true.
Yeah, Epsilon Station. It's where it's at. It's where the party's at.
You say that, but I don't think it is.
It really is.
All right.
Yeah, it's the center of the universe.
So that's like, so in game terms, Epsilon Station would be like the biggest tavern where everything kind of starts there and kind of goes out from there.
Yeah, it is. It is the Prancing Pony.
Okay.
Of Starfinder.
I like it.
But it has multiple levels. It's large enough that there are actual like civilizations in different areas of the station.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's ginormous.
All right. So it's more like a city from Pathfinder, as opposed.
Right, a huge city.
All right. Picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
But guys, welcome. Yes, we're painting Pathfinder today. We're continuing with the models that we started painting on Starfinder. That's what I said. You're drunk. So
Johnny's been drinking again.
So I'm continuing with Isef, the iconic Android Operative, and Altronus, the iconic Kasatha Solarian. So lots of weird, funny words in there. I like it. So the 4-armed dude and the 2-armed dude.
And I'm painting the what is it? The Sunrise Maiden ship, and also Quib or whatever his name is.
I like Quib.
Quig. It's Quig and Drone, who is an iconic Sokai mechanic, and you can see him on the rotator there.
He's in the hoo-ha?
He is on the rotator. There he is. Very tiny little guy, looking good. All right.
So is it a mouse man or a rat man? I've had people telling me both.
I think it's a rodent man.
Okay.
It can be either or.
All right, I like it.
And a rodent person, because we don't know if it's a female or a male. So it could be just a rodent person.
It's true.
And I'm a fan.
You say that.
I am. And I do say it. I say it often,
You
actually.
do.
So one of the things that like I was thinking about while we've been painting this and like reviewing the Starfinder book, as far as like campaign settings and like what shows and
books
and sci-fi related properties are like influencing you when you're coming up with a character creation,
or are looking forward to coming up with your character once you get a hold of your copy of Starfinder.
Right.
But yeah, what kind of IP are you gonna go with, like with both character generation or running your campaign? Like what type of style, type of IP do you think you're gonna borrow from / steal from? And we're just curious because we saw some people talking about it on the Pathfinder, the Pathfinder, or is it Starfinder? Yeah, the Starfinder Facebook page. I forgot they made their own now. And it was a really good question that we were talking about because I mentioned just by going through the book, it had a very Mass Effect-y feel for me, just by the races and whatnot. But you can do anything you want, so we're just kind of curious to see what people were planning on doing and going from there.
Right, like I was thinking like one of the character or themes would be like Halo. Mm-hmm. You got these mech'd up armored characters, humanoids, and I know that later expansions of this are going to involve mechanized warfare, where you can have power suits or even full-on mechs.
I mean,
which is crazy.
That's ridiculous. I'm thinking for mine at least. I mean, I'm not leaving it to the players actually to see like what kind of style they want.
Right.
But I picture more of like a higher fantasy Firefly.
Okay.
A higher, everybody's like a crew and they're just trying to get by, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot more monsters. There's a lot higher technology, and that's kind of what my idea. That's the basis. That's kind of where it starts and goes from there because, there's some cool monsters that are right from the Pathfinder book that you make into science fiction. It's going to be brutal.
Right. Like people have asked, are gnolls? Yeah, you can convert a gnoll into the Starfinder universe, and I'm like sitting here going, shh, spacefaring gnolls? Yes, sacrificing all their enemies to their deities.
We know that gnolls don't ever go on any type of craft.
Well, they do now, and they have. I've witnessed it. I've fought gnolls on ships before.
You say that?
Yeah, not me personally, but in fantasy and gaming realms. But one of the things I was thinking is like ice pirates. You know, I think one of the biggest resources in space is water, and the theme behind the ice pirates, a whole planet of ice and water type thing. It would be a lot of fun. Maybe not throwing in a lot of the comedy and the space herpes.
I love that movie.
But you know,
that movie's so good.
Ice Pirates, I think, would be a great one to pull from.
Also, if you're watching and you've never seen Ice Pirates, do yourself a favor, find Ice Pirates and watch it.
Absolutely, and then
maybe a little dated. Take it as campy.
Yeah, it's absolutely campy.
Take it as campy instead of dated.
Another one is, if you guys aren't familiar with it, Orville is coming out.
It's coming out soon, yeah.
I think it's September 10th, and that's got Seth MacFarlane and a bunch of other really cool actors, and it's kind of a spaceship, but with his comedic influence on it. So that should be a lot of fun, and I think that could also be a good thing that, you know, watch that, get some ideas. I'm sure they're going to throw in some really cool things that Starfinder games will be like, oh, that's so happening in my game, you know. Or are you coming up with your own races? You know, there's so many ideas. Michael says, I might be running a Starfinder campaign. I'm tempted to forbid old Pathfinder stuff just to make it easier on me. Am I just being selfish?
Well, no, yeah. Keep with the main rule book, but you can add in stuff from like the Monsters Compendiums and stuff like that. Don't let them play a cleric from the original Pathfinder as their character. No, their characters are coming from here, and if they want to work with you to make their own race, that's up to you. But yeah, don't give them the option to play stuff from the original book. I don't think.
Tom wants some close-ups of the models so far. Absolutely, I'll put Sunrise Maiden up there because drying its white base coats. Game Trade Magazine's like, wait a minute, we're the GTM crew. We are all the GTM crew. That's right. To include Jerome over there at the magazine side, who is the foundation to Game Trade, and we appreciate everything he does. Because for those of you that may not know this, Game Trade Magazine that you see at your local game stores is pretty much put together by one person and an art director. So two people technically, but Jerome is the powerhouse behind that whole thing with his art director, Matt, putting that magazine together every month. And that's insane. It's a two-man crew, basically, putting together a magazine.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Not that he needs a bigger head. But.
Right. Sorry, we actually should have just kept it on the deal. Rust monsters on ships.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Instead of space herpes and ice pirates, rust monsters on ship. Who put all these beep, 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 beep rust monsters on my ship?
There it is. We broke Starfinder within the first month.
All right, so there's an Android. That's the Icon Operative.
SF, the iconic Android Operative. So we'll put that out there for now and go from there.
Caleb's like, I forgot what the detailed brush you suggested at Gen Con. Can you remind me? I didn't find one at Gen Con, but then forgot to write it down. That's all right. Games and Gears are the detail brushes that I use, and if you get the blue ones here, has a really good one that I use for details, and that is the Katana. And the Katana brush has a silicone tip right there. Can't really see it so much there. Maybe if I put it over here.
Maybe
I'll get a better view on it. You see that little silicone tip right there? So you can get some really fine lines with that and dots and detailing. So that's a good one for detail brushes right there. And I would just like to say thank you, Games and Gears, for the brushes.
All right. Put some stupid details in this stupid.
All right. That's what he said. Oh. Stealing all his lines. So Orville, Ice Pirates. What are some other? What's up, Joshua Davis? What are some? The Starfinder hype is huge, man. It's ridiculous. I mean, as far as a game, it was probably one of the more anticipated ones to come out at Gen Con.
It would definitely be top 3.
And it sold out the first day at Gen Con as far as the core rule book, so that's pretty crazy. But as far as the hype goes, we've had a lot of great feedback, and people have had a lot of great questions. So I think it's, living up to it.
I think so. I think the hype is real.
Yeah. Battle Beyond the Stars. Oh, that's a good one. No, a company who hires artists who does tabletop figures. I don't. Maybe someone in the chat might. All right, so I'm gonna put. I was looking for Gunmetal Gray for some reason. I cannot find it today. I think you stole it.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, it's true.
Plate mail in shining silver.
Shiny.
That's the second.
A second what?
Moana song that you've kind of referenced today.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, you were singing.
Was on the air. Can be verified.
Ah, dang it. That's true.
That is why you fail.
I'm trying to get my RPG on it. Yeah, I mean, I think if you did like an introduction, or if you wanted to get a group together to play it, go to your local game store and see if they'd let you do a sign-up game and run something on a Saturday or Sunday or something, or get some people in just to give them a taste of it, and then you could probably put a decent group together.
Yeah, there should be no reason why they wouldn't want to give it a try.
Absolutely, especially if it's a community at the store that is heavy into RP. Oh man,
I'm looking forward to just blowing some ships up.
The ship combat is pretty cool.
That's all I want to do. Blow some ships up. I gotta enunciate the ship. Blow some ship up.
That's right.
But yeah, so yeah, what other ideas? Like you said, you mentioned those two.
I was gonna say like Buckaroo Banzai would be like.
God, shut up.
Maybe not quite.
Nope, you've lost me.
But
I'm tuning off.
We always have Star Trek to fall back on. Star Wars, as far as concept and theme ideas for.
I don't know if I would use them. I mean, maybe theme, but I don't know if I'd use them for concept. Maybe the idea of a grand rebellion is a cool idea and whatnot, but I think there's a lot in here that's kind of going for it, and to just think outside the box kind of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I think Ice Pirates is an idea that has been used in a real long time. I like that as being an idea. Like you said, without the comedy, make it more realistic or whatever.
Right. I mean, just the idea of space pirates that are trying, and their currency literally is water, because there's not a lot of atmospheric stuff going on out in space where you can just easily obtain water. And I think Absalon Station...
Is it unobtainium?
Unobtainium. Oh, there's another one, Avatar.
No.
You could, a planet of natives that is a throwback to like, Bronze Age or older. And then you should come flying in on your spaceship and have to explain some stuffs.
You just ruined the Prime Directive.
Yeah, every time.
Every darn time.
Yeah.
Every time.
All right, so I actually am going to use my katana.
Oh, katana.
Give it a little.
You deserve
work.
You deserve it.
Warhammer as a concept. Warhammer is a great one. Do you mean sculpting or painting? I'm thinking like the show Cowboy Bebop or Outlaw Star, bounty hunters tracking down wanted criminals. That's another great idea, because there's always going to be wanted criminals in any campaign setting, be it fantasy, future, or modern. So it's always an easy one to put together.
Let's see what color this comes out. Yeah, it looks all right.
I'm gonna dilute.
As well you should. Nope, forgot that little area there. Fun.
Well, you're always ruining it.
Yep. It's what I do.
Another good one would be like Thundercats.
Or Voltron.
Or Voltron.
Voltron would be sick, actually.
Yeah. All right, where is the little... There we go.
Like you said, it's an idea, as a style, like to be able to come up with your own vehicle rules to combine and form super vehicle.
Right. And then, of course, that could also be a you could use that as a way of using ship combat as well. Through like your engineer has left arm and right arm controls.
You know what IP I'm playing? Spaceballs.
Oh, then you're absolutely doing it right.
How great would that be?
It'd be awesome. Yeah, I think Spaceballs would be perfect as a concept.
All right. What else is people saying out there, Rick?
Well, they're mainly just saying that they don't like you.
No. Hell yeah. Well, I don't blame them. They don't like me either.
But I did see that James joined in, but he hasn't said anything yet. Oh, there's another James Shade, but James Ryan, who we all know. I've been working on my campaign setting for weeks, going to give a nod to Traveler. Oh, what a great nod. Traveler is awesome. The PCs are going to be new recruits for a trade federation working outside the interstellar governments. I like it. And then Stephanie, y'all should use some crazy neon flocks.
It's not a terrible idea, actually.
Right?
Put these on some alien bases.
Right? That would be cool. And then...
no, I don't think I have any of those, but it would...
Oh, no, they're all saying they love you.
Oh, see, there it is.
Ridiculousness.
Who says you can't bribe the public? All right, give me that Android back.
All right.
You can grab this from the base if you want to put him up there. It's just got a wash on it, so.
All right.
Meow.
Bam, bam, bam. Here we go. Putting this new guy over there.
I'm a new guy.
All right. Rotate. Elon Musk, do your thing.
All right, what do we want to do here for this stupid gun? I don't even know anymore.
Do you need some metallics? Or you got your metallics?
No, I got
over there,
metallics. Not metallics for days. M's for D's.
right? Metallics for days. Oh, how was Gen Con?
What's Gen Con?
Wow. Gen Con was awesome. Another great opportunity to see some really cool stuff and talk to a lot of people. You got to see a lot more than I did, actually.
I didn't even see as much as I wanted to.
Right. There's so much.
I ran out of time in the dealer hall. I didn't get enough time to do the whole walkabout.
Right.
Sucks. But no, it was really, really cool. Like I said on Tuesday, my favorite part was them opening up Lucas Oil Stadium, the Indianapolis Colts Stadium for the public. Just for Gen Con 50, they turned it into the museum to kind of replicate a little bit what the original Gen Con was like, kind of a deal. So it was really cool. They had a lot of memorabilia from past Gen Cons, including all the programs, starting from the first one all the way to the current one. So that was really neat. Some original artwork from like the original Dungeon Master Guide.
There's more to it than just what you see.
Oh yeah, that one killed me. That one got me. That was of all the ones, that's the one that got me. I was like, oh. But no, they had some really cool stuff. Then playing D&D on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I mean, I'll probably never do that again.
Well, we'll see next year, right?
I doubt they're going to open it up again for next year. I think it was a 50 special. I do.
Well, I mean, True Dungeon will still be over at the stadium.
It'll be in that area. Yeah.
It's been there last couple of years. So.
Mm-hmm. But opening up the actual stadium for I don't know if it's. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Pretty cool.
Who knows? That and trying out all the cool games and all that fun jazz. That was awesome.
Keith also mentioned Macross, Robotech Macross.
Oh yeah.
It's another good.
I mean, Robotech, Mech Warrior, both of those are good examples of things you just take stuff from and add it to it. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to just taking stuff from the Pathfinder Monster Compendiums and giving them a sci-fi twist. Not just taking him and putting him in armor or whatever, but literally doing something that's cool and neat and unexpected with them,
right?
While still kind of maintaining what they're about. That's what's got me jazzed, as they say.
As they say. So this miniature here, I'm trying to paint it to the likeness that they have on the card for the Sunrise Maiden.
How's that working for you?
Yeah, well, I'm so good at this.
You're doing fine. You got your base coat down.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
True. So I'm still trying to think of some other really cool like sci-fi IPs that would be good for like.
How about the Matrix?
Oh, the Matrix, the Nebuchadnezzar as a ship. Yeah.
It'd be kind of neat, unexpected.
We always have aliens and predators, you know, as xenomorphs.
As an old fallback?
Always an old fallback. It doesn't necessarily have to be the alien look to your bad guys.
Yes, it does.
But it could be, you know, another like hive mind alien creature, much like Starship Troopers, or
which I think is also another good one, Starship Troopers.
The bad guys from what is the one?
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, that was one of the things I was thinking is, you know, your
planet destroyed.
Planet has been destroyed, or you destroyed it basically because you're basically like a locust people, and you're
a locust
launched
people.
out. You had a whole fleet of you trying to escape your world, and you're down to the last ship, and it's you and your companions are the last of your race. But that would require you to literally be the last, all the same race, or at least maybe the same, from the same planet, maybe a couple different races, but they would have to be like all new things, which I think would be possible when the
Player's Companion.
Yeah, the monster or the alien archive comes out, and then you can just pick. All right, so these were the 3 or 4 that were from the same planet.
Or like you said, just play a variant from one of the races that came from a different planet or something like that. You know, play a human that was only on one human planet that's no longer there.
Right. What was that movie that had the kid?
Oh, that would be Stephen King's It.
Oh, that's not the one.
The kid.
It just recently, he's in space. He controls a bunch of ships, but he thinks he's
Valeria.
Ender's Game.
Yes.
Ender. That was actually a really good one that could be a
That'd
concept.
be cool.
And then, of course, there is Valerian. Could pull a lot from that, I think.
I would pull
Galaxy Quest, yes.
Who
Good
said
one,
that?
Steven.
Yes.
Cylons would be awesome. The Borg. Hey James, we're painting Starfinder miniatures from Ninja Division, which are 4 Starfinder by Paizo.
Ninja Division.
Yeah, and
Dividing the ninjas. It's their new theme song. They pay me a nickel every time I do it.
right, a nickel. So you
I mean, maybe less Valerian, more Fifth Element.
Ooh, Fifth
You know what I mean?
Element. Yeah,
I think that'd be pretty cool because you have the other alien races out there, but kind of still a feel with, you know, projectile weapons and missiles and stuff of that nature. So,
yeah, that'd be cool too. Or imagine like your crew, you know, because you want to be part of the Starfinder Society. Let's say.
how about Star Fox?
I don't remember this.
Star Fox, a video game.
Oh yeah.
Do a barrel roll. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
We all ace fighters.
but imagine you're new recruits to the Starfinder Society, but you're given something that you have to protect, and you literally are told you have to protect this, and you have to leave. Do not ever come back here. Do not stay in one place any longer than you absolutely need to.
How about the last Starfighter?
Oh my God, yes! Against Codan Armada. Yes. Greetings, Starfighter.
Sir.
You have been recruited to go to fight Zerg in the Codan Armada.
I love that movie. So good.
Right?
So 80s.
Oh, Enemy Mine.
Yeah, I don't know about playing a game in Enemy Mine.
I mean, the aliens and the ships that they used were pretty cool, and the technology that
That's
you could
true.
see in that movie was pretty cool. Except, it is a pretty long, drawn-out crash.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good movie. I just don't know how exciting it would be to play Enemy Mine.
Farscape, good one. Deep Space Nine, or not Deep Space Nine. What was the other one? Stargate Atlantis,
Or just Stargate.
or any Stargate
No,
stuff.
specifically not Atlantis.
Lilu Dallas Multipass. Right, Carl's like, get ahead of the curve. Orville, exactly. We talked about
Ahead of the curve.
The Orville, I think, is going to be super funny. And if you guys didn't know, the redheaded co-pilot or guy that's on the show with him is the guy that does the voice of Steve from American Dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a game. I can't remember his last name. I have a. He actually made a musical CD with another guy. That
Of course he did.
And I have both their CDs. They were actually quite funny. Because I don't know if you guys noticed watching American Dad, that guy can actually sing pretty well. Much like Seth MacFarlane, who should have been a freaking casino,
right?
Singer.
Well, I mean, that would have been a poor career choice on him, but
of course.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Kenan? Oh, Babylon 5, another great one. Yeah, mate says, enemy mine if you use the politics involved, not the actual story. Absolutely. The politics of it are pretty cool. And
the singing. You do that really well, actually.
Yeah. I wanted to be, that alien race for a long time.
That makes sense. Not gonna lie. It makes a lot of sense.
And that's what we got. So, Keenan, for now that you're just joining us, what we're trying to do is come up with some ideas, or just got to throw out, spitballing some thoughts as to what IPs on like TVs and novels. Ooh, oh shoot, man, nobody mentioned it. John Carter. The Martians and the Deja Thoris and all them, and their ships, those solar ships from the movie. Did you watch the movie?
You're a solar ship from the movie.
Yeah, right.
I did see the movie.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was undersold.
Did you though?
I did. I really enjoyed it.
I didn't think it was a bad movie.
Did you read all the novels as a kid?
I did not.
And that might explain a lot.
I don't know if that's true. Or it could just be they just dropped the ball with John Carter.
Well, they dropped the ball on promoting it. It's one of those movies that...
They dropped the ball by spending $50 million on it.
Whatever.
But no, I have no problems with Johnny Carter.
Could you imagine that if you have planetary rules as well? Like if you are raised on a certain planet that has this certain amount of gravitational pull, as based off like our Earth. If we were to say Earth's gravitational pull is 1, and then you were raised on a planet that has a gravitational force of 4, and you come to Earth, and then all of a sudden you're like super strong and can jump and leap and stuff. I mean, you can throw those kind of mechanics into Starfinder as well.
Sure could.
Or just the opposite. You're raised on a planet like this, and you go to one of those, and you get crushed.
Well, good game, guys.
Steven says, Kurt, you're missing a great world of reading.
Yeah, I know.
Mike Fontaine says, The Last Starfighter. Absolutely. What's this button for? No. That's Death Blossom.
That'd be so good. So good. Death Blossom. Love it.
There's just so many good IPs out there that you can pull from.
What are you going over there?
Just putting the red. I'm making it a little different.
Yeah, this is.
I'm making it a little different than the red stripe that they have on there.
That's fine. But that red is terrible.
It needs coats.
I know, but still, go find the darkest red you can find. Put that on first, and then you go light up. Instead of putting this one coat that you intend on putting down 25 times.
25 times?
It's gonna make your life real easy.
So pure red is not the darkest red I could possibly have.
Like, look at this. Fine reds. Hold them up by the bottom and take a look.
You're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I have about 500 Marines left to paint. Now I'm converting them all to true scale. I plan to finish at 2045. So in the year 2045, you'll be done.
True scale. Is that the same size as the Primaris Marines?
The Heart of Gold from Hitchhiker's Guide is the ship I want.
Hitchhiker's Guide is a good one too, actually.
All right, so I also have Dragon Red, which does look a little deeper. But Rick Radke, what's up, buddy? But the Heart of Gold is a virtual impossibility. Yep, same as Primaris. Okay. Hey, James is in the house. What's up, James? We're talking about IPs, concepts.
Gross. Oh.
What IPs?
We're talking about IP freely.
IP freely.
There's my blue wash.
But as far as like characters, concepts, and themes, based on all these IPs we've talked about,
Escape from New York. It's always got to be Snake Plissken.
Snake,
Every character's got to be Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken, yeah. Well, one of them that I thought would be cool is someone mentioned Babylon 5 and the Ranger from Babylon 5, or Rangers. You remember those guys?
No. I never watched the show. Oh. I know. Give me help for that one too.
Wow. Even Doctor Who. Yeah, absolutely Doctor Who. All right. What's up, Michael? Yeah, I think Doctor Who is also a great IP that you could incorporate into your campaign setting, or at least Time Lord.
I think maybe as an NPC.
Maybe not the actual Doctor, but
it'd be tough.
A Time Lord-esque type race.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like you could take Q from Star Trek, incorporate them in.
Never heard of them.
And then
give me my Solarian back.
All right. He's a Solarian operative? Man, this guy looks great.
I'm getting there slowly but surely. Yeah, character-wise, I don't know. I mean, there's so many cool characters to kind of gravitate towards and emulate, I guess, in gaming. But I think because the IP is so fresh and so new, I think just creating your own, kind of seeing where things go. Maybe use personality tics and stuff that you've seen from other.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah,
absolutely, James. Battlestar Galactica. Michael has an off-topic question. Been in the hospital for a while. How did the Swinehouse character build go, and has it been played yet?
We
are not done.
We're not done yet. We took a break as a Gen Con and everything. We finished 3 characters. We finished 3 characters. We wanted to do 2 more. We're just taking a little break. Starfinder came out. We want to make sure they get the love it deserves. And we'll circle back around, and we'll probably do 1, take another break, and then finish it off. I think is what we're gonna do.
It's probably going to happen, finishing it up between the 11th of September and Baltimore Comic-Con because, that just makes sense.
Does it though?
Or while I'm gone to Dragon Con and Baltimore Comic-Con, you could revisit it.
It's true.
Bring in a guest or someone that you plan on having play the other one of the other characters.
Not a terrible idea. You've had terrible ideas in the past, but this is not one of them.
Right. I've had 5 terrible ideas today. Josh told me. He said, those are the worst.
It's really funny.
Cowboy Bebop has been referenced, and I can see how that would be a good one. Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Akira.
I would play Akira right now.
I would play Akira too. It's all about building stuff
right now
with simple instructions at a cheap.
The name of your ships are all Scandinavian. The Svorglik.
This is the Sandval. It's the Sandval and the Vorg. Vorg is a wolf or Wolverine.
Oh God.
Jarl Volg. James says no convention until end of September for him. So you're saying there is still a chance. Dumb and Dumber reference. So it's sweet. Yes, Michael, there will always be a chance. End Tableau. End Tableau. Is that a ship idea? Next season on Painting Happy Little Minis.
Alrighty, putting on our first highlights here for this guy's red armor plates. That's fun. If you're into that sort of thing.
Right.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else we've missed. I got a pretty good, start going.
With what?
With ideas.
Yeah, there's a lot. I would think in even T2000s.
What's that?
The liquid metal androids. That
you just skip the T1000, the most iconic one, and go to the T2000 that nobody actually gives any craps about. I like it. Saying. It's smart.
Again, Look at Josh has arrived just to tell me that was also a bad idea.
I'm glad. Just don't even listen. Just thank you. Just tell him because it was. He's the only person I know that when referencing the Terminator movies skips the T-1000 and goes, oh, the T-2000s. It uses that reference.
Of course.
Tell him. Now you're on air.
What?
Yep. I'm done. I'm at a loss.
I'm just saying.
The girl from Terminator 3 was the best of the Terminators.
References any of the movies after the first two.
That's also true.
God, the T-2000. I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Terminator 5, the bad idea.
I'm full of them today.
That's pretty bad.
Can you imagine like a Terminator the size of Rick?
Yes. Oh, and that's another one. Another IP you could take. It was Thor. I was thinking Volstagg when you said the size of Rick. I'm thinking, Volstagg. But Thor and all this, like the ships that they're using on Thor and in Asgard right now, those are some cool ship ideas. And I mean, again, they're super powered maybe because of increased gravity. Kind of like Dragon Ball Z when Goku trained in that 1,000 times Earth's gravity sphere?
I don't know.
No, nobody knows? Okay. Sorry.
That'd be another good one. Let's play Goku.
Total Recall, Predator, Xenomorph, absolutely.
Total Recall.
My in Tableau, it's French. It's my IKEA name.
His idea is French.
The seed ships from Trigun would be fun to explore too. Yeah. Rick Radke said Total Recall. That's actually another good idea.
Recall.
You can't go wrong with some Total Recall referencing.
You can't, well...
I mean, you
Good
could.
for the fruit flies in here.
You know,
Yep.
I blame you for that whole entire thing, by the way.
I blame the, what are they just down the way from us here?
granola people?
The granola people. So in our
That
building,
just sounds like a race of people.
It does.
The granola people.
Terrible skin.
Yeah.
Here comes more granola people.
They're not too strong people. Tend to crumble under pressure.
so in our building that our studio is a part
Granola
of,
people.
there's a company that makes granola, and it smells. Some days it smells amazing. Other
Come in
days,
here with false hopes, yeah.
and other days not so much.
God, I hate granola people.
But we call them the granola people.
They are your people.
And then yeah, I think that would be a fun race.
I think we need to make the granola people as soon as possible.
The scabs.
You know, a company willing to put
I mean, it is open.
It's
game
open license, that's
Open
right.
game license.
We
can
do that.
Come up with some supplements,
that
or that company could. Not us.
Introducing now the granola people.
That's a hot idea.
It's a hot idea.
It's
Straight.
virtually on fire.
That's straight fire.
It's on fire.
It's on fire.
It's on farts. Hashtag
I
on
haven't
farts.
used on farts quote in a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
I'm beginning to think that might come up somewhere else.
On farts the game.
Wikipedia refers to this as
On farts.
What does that mean?
Take this out. We'll put
I
sunrise.
literally do
What do
something
you got?
for a company that quotes us as we say it's on farts on their box art.
I'd buy it on that.
Ooh, Abyss, water planet where the civilization uses water tentacles. Yeah,
This.
Abyss is a great one. Cocoon.
Old people?
No, the aliens. Isn't it? No, wrong.
Like the movie Cocoon with
Yeah.
Jessica Tandy?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't want to know what.
It's
you want
sci-fi.
to say.
It's a sci-fi.
To be fair, I'd play a Wilford
Wilford
Brimley
Brimley
character immediately. Immediately.
Who
Snap
wouldn't?
choice, I would play that.
Who
But
wouldn't?
In a Quake Roads kind of scenario.
Yeah, diabetic sort of way.
special rule, the beatus.
Hey,
Make a
this is Wilford Brimley.
make a beatus check.
James says he wants a vest and a soak high mini.
Yes.
Old people, yes. You can't go wrong with old people. They're looking for the fountain of youth.
This is why you don't run games anymore. All right, guys, sit down. We're gonna play Cocoon.
All right, here's
Who's
the thing.
playing shuffleboard first?
You're all geriatric characters. Don't make me make that a one shot.
It comes with an armchair.
All right, everyone, make a willpower check.
Retirement.
Murder, She Wrote's on. You failed. You have to go watch it.
Yeah.
You gotta go watch
Gotta
it.
watch Murder, She
Damn
Wrote.
it. Make a Murder, She Wrote willpower check. Dang
Murdoch's
it.
on.
Dang it. Every time. Murder, She Wrote ruins every game.
It does.
You literally have
Dang it,
to.
the Christie.
You literally have to sit there and watch an episode of Murder, She Wrote.
After Matlock.
After Matlock.
Old people sex equals dead IP. Carl says, missed my save. Now I have diabetes.
I have diabetes.
Could you imagine being an icon? So,
I have insurance from Colonial.
as
Keep this
a
idea.
lot of you
Put this
that
in
are
mind.
that have
Cocoon RPG.
already started
Not
reading
good.
this and have been watching know that there is a character skin or archetype called an icon that is a superstar or a child actor or something like that.
Very cool.
Could you imagine that your character is an icon because you are setting up these infomercials on these different monitors throughout the space stations and spaceways and be like,
I really like the
You
idea
could be-
of Tommy's character being an old child actor and just throwing out random lines that he was known for without him knowing it. Like,
Right.
just like you always said, pants on fire, you're the liar.
what?
The ones that just weren't his.
Yeah, just on the fly, just come
And
up with
remember,
them.
your character, the Vesca, was a huge fan.
huge fan, that's right.
You're like, I remember.
That sounds so good. Oh my god, good.
I've used it 7 times in combat. Pants on fire. The enemy runs fastest when pants on fire.
That's right. Rage. Cocoon the game.
A Starfinder geriatric scenario.
Starfinder. Yeah, literally. Where are they now? Dead. The new true Hollywood story. Cocoon actors, where are they now? It shows a graveyard.
Accurate.
Make a fall down and break your hip
People
roll.
die. It's not taboo.
It's not taboo. I can say that. This show brought to you in part by Cocoon the Game.
Galaxy Quest, yes, that would be a great one. Make a break hip check. Icon equals Booster Gold. Booster Gold, you're absolutely right, would be considered an icon character. Are you familiar with Booster Gold?
I know. What
From
is it?
Justice, he's from Justice League, DC Comics.
Little dog?
He's basically a celebrity superhero from the future who comes to the past, hoping that he will be able to affect, his financial gain and stuff for the future.
Sure.
But he still does good stuff.
Name that famous actor that's not dead in Cocoon.
Ron Howard.
Younger actor.
I was going to say, what was the kid's name? I'm trying to think who it was. It wasn't. I
Think
can't.
3 Men and a Baby.
Oh, it was Gutenberg.
Yeah.
You're right. I was like, no, I think.
Brian Dennehy was in that too.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I like Brian.
TV's Brian Dennehy.
I like Brian Dennehy.
So does the cast of South Park.
I mean, how old is freaking Ron Howard then?
Remember the weird guy Jack?
Because he was the director of that.
Clint Howard was in it too.
Is that Ron's creepy brother?
You know what's great about looking up? You know what's great about looking up the cast of Cocoon?
Tell me.
Is because most of their headshots are in black and white. It is awesome.
It's so good.
It's literally 90% of the cast headshots are in black and white. If you look up Cocoon.
That's awesome.
They're like, sorry, color photographs weren't available then.
Sorry.
Carl says, that's the way the news goes.
That's the way they're
And they're not smiling because they look insane if you smile during a
Michael
picture.
Sandover, Slap Happy, Bumblebee Tuna. Your Starfighter's blinker's still on. Get off your heads-up display.
Put it in autopilot. Matlock's on.
When I was a kid, we didn't have heads-up displays.
It's true. Had to look at the stars. That's all we had. Oh, boy.
Cocoon the RPG comes with an AARP card. And movie discounts.
Accurate.
I'd play that game. I would. You will be. I'd play that game.
The Brim Ladies.
You struck gold when you're playing old. Opie for the win. Get a job and haircut, you space hippie. Damn dang granola people.
Every dang time.
Don Amici.
Don Amici.
Born 1908, died 1993.
Oh, Lord.
Cocoon came out in 1990.
Was it 90?
No.
Steve Gutenberg's 59 now.
Wow.
Doesn't look a day over 50.
He's on Ballers right now.
I saw that on the commercial.
Wilford Brimley's still alive.
Heck yeah, he is. You can't kill him. Not even the bees can kill him.
bees-
Still 82.
Discount meals at Space Denny's.
It's
Honey, we better go. I took my mana pill.
Space Country Kitchen Buffet.
He's dead. So of the 4 people I've looked up on Cocoon, 2 are dead.
Dang. That's it.
That's all he's looked up so far. Because hey, Tandy's definitely dead.
Jessica Tandy.
I met Ray Denny. He had a celebrity golf tournament.
Did you really?
Yeah, he was in the museum.
Couldn't think of the scene from Major League. Looking at this guy here is dead. Cross him off then. This guy here is dead.
Granola people are born old and they age backwards like Merlin.
Like Benjamin Button?
So my buddy Bob's like, how do you paint minis with those giant ham hocks you call hands?
It's true. Not well.
Not well.
Show Crushing Minis.
Brr.
Mini dust.
It's true. It's a challenge every time.
You're doing fine, kiddo.
This guy.
This guy here. Don't you start going dry brush crazy like you did with that null either.
What are you talking about?
You know what I mean. I'll help you along.
I'll do what I want.
You make a good point. Can't argue with that.
All right,
Where's my pants? Here's your pants. Show's canceled. All right, so back on topic.
right?
Who out there wants to play Cocoon?
Everybody wants to play Cocoon. It's the best.
God.
All right. Now, is it this one? Sit. I think that another good IP, you know, we talked about it earlier, was Johnny Mnemonic, which is kind of loosely based off of Shadowrun.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know I actually saw that on the Path of the Starfinder Facebook page. Some people said they're definitely going to use elements from Shadowrun, put it into their game for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's an easy thing to do, especially like the more kind of creepy gothic cities you find.
Sure.
I think that would fit in really well. I like the idea of there being mega corporations. I like the idea of dragons running mega corporations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like in Shadowrun.
Well,
Chromatic dragons, anyway.
you guys remember Dark Sun? Yeah.
Well, I know it, but I never played it.
So they had like these giant dragon kings on that in that game, which I could see. You know, imagine being a dragon that ran a corporation, but your ship crash lands on a world that has a more ancient civilization, and you just take all your science and know how to basically rule over the denizens of this planet. And, you know, that would be kind of a neat little way to incorporate that kind of theme into your game.
Like I said, just coming up with cool things to do with all the monsters once that book comes out. I think it's gonna be like I said, just doing things a little bit differently than expected.
Uncle, when do I get 4 or 5? Come on, you know that's good.
You do it well. I'm not gonna lie. You can definitely tell that you appreciate that movie.
I did. It was
What was his name? Zamis.
Zamis.
Zamis. I can't believe I remember that.
Uncle, when do I get 4 or 5? You get all teary-eyed when you know that he will never happen.
Oh God. Die in a fire. You are the worst. All right.
Well, one of the other things I think is really fun is we talked again about the last Starfinder and the Kodan Armada, and the race that the one general was kind of had that like, ooh, V. There's another one, V. Those would be a good, villainous
Concept idea, like you said, because it's hard because it takes place. The cool thing about V is isolation. You're stuck on that one planet. But I think having a race that does that crap is out there is really cool.
Yeah, they go to other planets and steal all their resources and eat and harvest the denizens as food.
But also like wearing their faces and stuff. And
Well, of course.
he's gonna be so upset.
There's an article.
No more chicken for you.
That said Hooters shutting down locations because millennials aren't into boobs.
Aw,
Where will you get your?
Chicken.
smothered chicken sandwich.
Your dry chicken sandwich.
It's not dry.
Yeah, that chicken sandwich was not
It was the
all great.
driest chicken. If it had,
I would eat it, but then I'd choose something else the next time I get it. I wouldn't eat that one.
I like it.
I know you, apparently so. You had
The thing is chicken.
you had it 18 times.
I do like chicken.
I think he'll just eat it no matter how good or bad it is.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, maybe about it. All right. We're working on the highlights of this guy's very fashionable scarf right now. I'm going to hit one more highlight, and then I'm going to put it up on the display.
Michael's got to go. Time to go back to work. Flush his toilet. See you next character build. All right. Celestial Conquest of Low-Tech Civilizations. Yes. I think that's a cool concept. Is if you go and you're of a race or of a group that's like, oh, you know what? There is no prime directive. We're just gonna go and just take over planets, much like the Vesk.
Do they do that?
Vesk are very warlike.
Well, I know, but I don't think they're going around taking over things.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think they're Klingons.
No, they're not Klingons, but they are the war race
Yeah.
for this particular theme.
No, they are. But I also think they have a sense of honor and all that fun stuff. that
Right,
goes
much
with
like Klingons.
well, Klingons also murder the way they're meant to.
And as well they should.
Dang right.
I judged the Eisner thing with the guy named John Hertzler. That was one of the who was
Yeah.
Marduk.
One of the Klingons?
Yeah. I believe it was on Deep Space Nine.
Oh, nobody would remember that.
Kurt's favorite.
It was the best.
I don't know about that.
It was the best.
So, all right.
We're almost finished with this one. Then you can put this one up.
No, I've got to. Where did I put that flesh? Didn't I bring it up here? Corpse pail? No.
Your corpse pail.
I thought yeah, there it is. Elven flesh. Hey, what's up, Joseph? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. Also, if you guys could be so kind as to share this,
Yes.
like it,
Yes.
in any groups or on your personal Facebook page, that'd be great. Because I'm sure that if you enjoy this kind of hobby, that you'll have friends that'll enjoy it as well. And also follow us on all of our social media. You can find Game Trade Media on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
No, YouTube.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, man.
No, YouTube.
No, YouTube.
You're so stupid.
You're dumb. All right, here we go.
How's it look? Do you like it? Is it adorable?
Find us a new issue of Auto Trader.
All right, man.
This thing's got a her speed ship.
I want to be like a Joe Dirt in space.
Ball grip.
This guy wants $3,900 for it. What? I'll call him 20. What?
Joe Dirt in
He's
space.
Gas pedal installed, so I stole his pop.
He's crazy. He wants $3,000 for it? I got offer him $1,000 for it.
That's a deal. What do you want? You don't even have a car.
So
I got
good.
places.
So good.
I mean, that would be a fun character to role play. A Joe Dirt mechanic.
Heck yeah. I play that all day.
Shoot, what kind of hype?
Lots of garden, dig it.
What kind of drift? What kind of drift drive you got in this here hunk of machine?
There was a
Sound-
decal on the wall.
This was?
Yeah. Sorry, not holes.
I didn't know what it was. I was curious. No longer curious.
Do you want your miniature back?
Yep. Great. I don't really
All right, here we go. It's coming back.
See this?
Coming back.
want it. No. Do 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 do. But yeah, I mean, as far as I'm probably gonna get with them today, we only have a couple minutes left, so.
I don't know. We have a few minutes.
You say that, but it's a brand new step next. You
Is
don't
it?
understand how things work. Do orders of operations. I'm just gonna sit here and play with them.
Well,
The Rick lap cam.
right in my lap.
It's like you're giving the world a lap dance.
Heck yeah.
The world is your lap dance. How are you going over there, buddy?
It's coming along.
Yeah, doing all right?
It's all right.
All right, all right.
The just sitting here trying to think of like another character concept or you know, if you were to like mimic a theme, like we had said Joe Dirt mechanic or what would be another one? Oh, do you remember the Simians in space? Where it was an animated series where they're like all like
Planet of the Apes!
ooh, yeah, Planet of the Apes.
How about pigs in space for like?
Pigs in spurs! Come on, Johnny. We give you all the.
There's a lot of opportunities.
That's why it makes sense. Well, Josh was doing it too. You don't like him neither. Yeah. Ah, yes. Let's see here.
Gross.
Gross. I pulled up Pacific Rim.
Well, yeah, when the mech rules
You mean
come out,
the Jaegers?
or the Jaegers fighting like that's what I would put in like a Jaeger
yeah.
and fight dragons.
Yes. War of the Worlds, man. A Dread would be a cool concept for a planet. Like,
Oh, yeah. Judge Dredd.
Yes.
Cursed Earth pizza.
But when I say Dread, I mean
that's fine.
Sylvester Stallone's Dread.
Yes.
Because Rob Snyder really made that. He pulled that movie
That's
together.
the only reason to watch that.
He pulled that.
All right, James,
He was
be
the
well.
glue of that movie.
The Solarian has a single hair stuck to his head. If there is a fresh paint, then you might want to remove it before. Is there a,
Oh, the little thing is.
does it have a hair?
He has the stuff in the back. He got like a little back hawk.
I got some hard candy and a creased $5 bill for you if you shovel my space driveway.
It's like rock candy from 1970. Keep it in the same jar. You need a chisel and a hammer to break a piece off. It takes like literal nothing but the house and all of the meals they've made for the last 50 years.
Gross.
Bottle it up. I'll buy it right now. Mad Max would be kind of a cool one, like on planet again.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a large scale scheme of things, but cool for planetary stuff. What else do we got here?
Jakku. I mean, everybody wants to go back to Jakku.
Why does everybody want to go back to Jakku? The thing.
They Live. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Well, you can always go with, Men in Black as well,
No, we couldn't.
with some of the alien ideas. The worms and...
So this is from Rotten Tomatoes. This is their top list, and I just don't agree with this list at all. They put Rise of the Planet of the Apes above Return of the Jedi. I got a problem with that.
Does anyone else remember Captain Bucky O'Hare, the green space rabbit ship captain with the four-armed gunslinger duck on his crew? Yes. Oh, Dune. How could we forget?
Sky Captain, the World of Tomorrow.
Scott. No, that's more... No, that's...
And it was garbage, is what you're supposed to say.
Bucky O'Hare was also, I think, the same people that did the Flaming Carrot was the same publishing company that did them.
Now you're just making up things.
Oh, no, I'm not.
What's the Flaming Carrot? Nope. The Abyss is on here. Somebody said that.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
RoboCop is a good one for some tech stuff.
Meh. So far, this list is disappointing me.
Legends of Tomorrow, the ship from that, is a good one as well.
Meh.
I mean, have you watched any of that?
Meh.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow?
Meh.
No. Okay.
Nope. There's your Men in Black, of course.
Yeah,
Ghost
it's
in
a
the
good
Shell.
one. It's a good one.
It's so good.
So
Yeah,
good.
this is garbage.
This garbage list.
Garbage list. Hunger Games. District 9.
District 9, yeah.
Blade Runner, garbage.
You love Blade Runner.
No, don't know that. No.
Which one? Time Pirate or Time?
No, bro, Jurassic Park.
No.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I can't see how that would work. But as a planet, or you come back, land on a planet that has dinosaurs,
Do.
no expense spared.
Nope.
That's not even the right line.
Nope. Nope. Snowpiercer.
Oh, Jesus. Is that the train one?
Yes.
The dystopic future and everybody rides a
Yes.
train?
I think I definitely would take stuff from Aliens. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because that's a given without.
Riddick.
Yeah, good call. Tell me to put that on there.
No.
Oh,
The spice must flow. Inner space.
I like it.
Need to go into a kaiju and get some kind of relic.
Like a shoe.
Well, yeah, no, like, within the dragon is the life-giving, everything that can keep you alive longer. Inside of a dragon. The dragon's like bodily fluids.
I think I've lost faith in Rotten Tomatoes after this list.
Really?
Yeah, I think I have.
You think there's better lists out there?
I really, really do.
Well, we don't have any more time for your lists,
No,
Kurt.
I'm not talking about them.
We'd just like to say thank you, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate all of you. This has been another Starfinder painting happy little minis.
You don't even know what the heck we're doing.
Words and stuff with Starfinder. These are the Ninja Division miniatures. Go to your local
check
game
them out.
store.
Get them.
Yep, go to local game store and get some there when they're available. Find out when they'll be available by starting that dialogue with your retailer. And they will be coming out as pre-painted models as well. So
Yeah.
good. So that's good to know.
For those who don't like
Again, follow us on all our social media. Just put in Game Trade Media, you'll find us, and follow our good friends at Game Trade Magazine as well. They would appreciate that.
Yes, and tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. We'll be continuing with another character from Starfinder.
Right.
We'll be doing a building character.
Right.
So we haven't decided what we're going to do. We might just put it to them. Just, what do you want to do?
Yeah, we might make a pre-gen for one of the other
Yeah,
players.
just do it up.
Jim is supposed to be here tomorrow.
Okay.
He may not be. He also caught a little bit of the con crud. So if he can't make it, we'll probably make a pre-gen, and then when he can make it, we'll sit down with him and make his character.
Cool.
So it'll be a lot of fun. So have a great one. Go to your local game store, support your local community, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe to Game Trade Media, leave a like, and comment on what videos you'd like to see next.